also a little bit late for September. I decided to combine it, so here are my September and October monthly favorites. So in Singapore, of course, we've come out of lockdown quarantine for a couple of months now. More than a couple, I think. And it's been great. I finally went out to watch my very first movie, and that is yesterday. So it's no, I didn't mean I watched it yesterday. I mean the show is called Yesterday. So it's quite it's a film I would say for all Beatles fans, and I am a huge Beatles fan. It's about this guy who is an aspiring singer, songwriter, musician kind of guy, and he's not getting a lot of success, but for some reason something happens and he finds that the Beatles, you know, all their history and their music have completely been wiped off. Like, he tried to Google it and stuff, and basically for some reason the Beatles never existed. So he is like the only person in the world who remembers the Beatles, who remembers the songs, and then he tries his best to recreate all the songs. So it's kind of cool. I get chills just thinking about it. Like, I think this is like a Beatles geek moment, because if you are a huge Beatles fan, you'll be like, what? A world without the Beatles? That's honestly quite crazy, because I feel like they influenced a lot of music today. But anyway, so he sang Yesterday for his friends, and they were like moved to tears. They're like, wow, that's so amazing. And he's like, yeah, it's just, you know, it's Yesterday, it's like a classic, and they had no idea what he was talking about. So the whole movie is about him recreating the Beatles track. It's also about, I think there are themes of like finding yourself, there are themes of like overachievement, being an like the affluenza syndrome, not influencer, affluenza. Oh my gosh, my throat. Sorry, yes. So I really liked it for a few reasons. One is, of course, you get to hear all these wonderful Beatles tracks, and I could find myself trying to remember the lyrics to like Eleanor Rigby, which is probably one of the most lyric heavy of the Beatles tracks. I mean, like, for example, like She Loves You, or like even Yesterday, the lyrics aren't that difficult to remember, but for Eleanor Rigby, it's kind of like all these little anecdotes of like Father Mackenzie, and of course Eleanor Rigby herself, and you know, so all these little stories meshed together. So some of the songs are the Beatles songs. It's just a reminder of how special so many of the tracks were, both in terms of the lyrics as well as the melody. And yeah, I know I'm totally Beatles fan geeking out here, but if you're a Beatles fan, please give this a thumbs up and drop me a line in the comment box below to tell me what your favorite Beatles track is. I personally find it hard to narrow down. I think the few that I really like are Strawberry Fields and... wow, this is a tough one. I would say Here Comes the Sun. That's kind of like one of my favorite tracks by the Beatles, but so many. I mean, you know, those are the quieter, softer ones. Of course, you know, they have all the more amazing dancey stuff that really propelled them in. Okay, I'm going too far into Beatles stuff. Make sure you watch the movie if you're a Beatles fan. I don't think it's going to show for very much longer, but I really enjoyed it. Yesterday, as per the song Yesterday by the Beatles. Favorite movie of... could be favorite movie of this year, possibly, but that's not saying much since I hardly watch anything. And the last one I watched was Mulan. And new favorite accessories. So these are from A Kind Of. I didn't pick these, they just sent them to me. They're not really actually stuff that I would have picked up for myself. I love rings, but I prefer my rings like really skinny and delicate looking, like this one. Or like my wedding ring is really skinny, but they actually sent over these really chunky ones, and I gotta say, I really am quite liking them. I mean, I don't know, tell me if you think these are too much for me. I've always felt like my fingers are very bony and long, and they don't suit really chunky rings, but I think these are actually quite nice. I think the level of chunkiness is alright, because it's not like just one piece. Like, this is chunky but not super overly done, and these are chunky like because it's like kind of like knotted in a way. So it feels still a bit like you can see through. It's not just one bump of silver. I really like the jewelry from A Kind Of. Full disclaimer, they are owned by friends of mine, but I honestly think they have something for everyone. They have really nice silver pieces that are really well priced. That you, honestly, if you find such pieces in like other brands would sell handcrafted 9 to 5 silver pieces, they will not be at that sort of attractive price. So I've bought some for friends as gifts. I think they work well for like the minimalists, the maximalists, you know, you can just wear a lot of things. And yeah, something for everyone. I have my eye on they have this heart-shaped like necklace pendant thing. I think I'm gonna get that for myself. I generally like necklaces to sit here, but that heart-shaped thing is too cute. So even though it kind of sits here, I think I might just get it. So one of my new favorite tops is this one from Cotton On. I got it at $6. I wasn't even planning to shop. I think I had just finished bounce class, like teaching a class, and I walked down because it's in Kallang Wave Mall, and Cotton On said sale, and then I went in and I literally saw this crop top for $6. I tried to pay for it at the counter, but I had left my wallet in the car, which is really quite embarrassing because the top is already $6 and I couldn't pay for it. Yeah, but anyway, so I went back the next day and got it, and I love this shade of pink. It's also really comfortable. It is quite cropped, so if you're not so comfortable with showing your stomach, I would say you gotta wear something really high-waisted, and that will do the trick. I think it's a nice layering piece as well. Like if you wear it with something high-waisted and you wear like a jacket, or if you are scared of the heat, like just a linen shirt, an oversized shirt over, that's quite a nice look as well. So you get a bit of that, you know, crop vibe without feeling too exposed. I think I did a video on wearing crop tops, whoa, way back when, I think like years ago. Maybe it's time to redo the wearing crop tops video. Drop me a comment below if you would like to see more fashion and styling videos. I haven't done those in a while. I think it's time. Drop me a line, and if you want to see fashion or styling videos, let me know what kind of fashion or styles you want to see. Okay, I had a few favorite songs this month. I think it's because I'm now a fully fledged bounce instructor. Yay! Yeah, I've been teaching for over a month now, and I've always listened to a lot of music, but I think I forced myself to really get out of my comfort zone and listen to a lot more like different sort of music, like not just like the top hits or like my favorite classics like the Beatles, but I listen to music from other countries and other genres. And so like, you know, some of the Spanish tracks are really quite cool for bounce, and K-pop tracks are really quite cool for bounce. I tell you, I've gotten quite heavy into Blackpink recently. I don't know if this is embarrassing or not, but if you guys are blinks, give me a thumbs up, drop me a line below and tell me who your favorite Blackpink girl is. Yeah, I've gotten quite into their tracks because I've tried to put in a few K-pop tracks into my bounce sets, just because I feel like for me, when I do a class, or even when I go and party, I actually like when the music is a bit more varied. So I try to vary my tracks. Like I have an EDM track, I have like a pop track, I have like a classic track, and then I try to have like a K-pop track. And oh my gosh, Blackpink is so good for bounce. So I've gotten quite heavy into watching some of their videos and listening to some of their music. I love the new song Pretty Savage, Super Love. That's definitely one of my favorite tracks. And I think, I don't know, I'm just still trying to figure who my favorite Blackpink member is. Right now, I would say it's Rosé. Yeah, so let me know who yours is. So that's one of my new favorite tracks. I've also been exploring like older tracks and slower tracks for like warm-up songs. And so one that I've revisited is Neon Moon by Cigarettes After Sex. Yeah, I know that name, my mother would not approve. It's a very dreamy, romantic, but sad song. So if you're feeling like sad, it's basically about, when they say neon moon, I thought it was like the moon in the sky, but it's actually like, you know when you go to those diners and they have those neon signs? So I think it's a diner that this couple used to go to together, and there was a neon moon, and now he thinks of her every time he sits under that moon. So it's kind of sad. I really like the poetic mix of like, it's very urban because it's set in a diner and it's a neon moon, not just a normal moon. So it's very modern, but it still kind of has that old school romantic vibe, like sitting under the moon and thinking of your loved one. I think I get sappier as I get older or something, I don't know, and I really enjoy like certain romantic tracks like that, even the sad ones. Another quite romantic track that I like is Adore You by Harry Styles. I think that's one of the ex-members from One Direction. Did they break up? Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Okay, let's find out if they broke up. I have no idea if they actually broke up or whatever. Anyway, I haven't heard any One Direction tracks in ages, so I'm assuming they broke up. And Harry Styles was one of the guys in there, the one with the like cool hair, you know, like all the place, and he was also the one who dated Taylor Swift. Ha! See? Swiftie knows. I know some pop culture, just not the movie and TV ones, but I know the music ones, okay? So Harry Styles came up with his own track and it's called Adore You, and I love it. I really love it. I find it so super romantic. I feel like I need to listen to Neon Moon and then Adore You. Oh, sorry, I need to listen to Adore You after I hear Neon Moon, because Neon Moon makes me feel like so sad and so like it's sad and romantic, but then Adore You is like romantic and sweet. Basically, it's a written by a guy very much in love, and he's writing about how it's not very deep, okay guys, but it has a really nice melody, and the lyrics are just really romantic. Like, it's a guy who's very in love with this girl, and he's just saying, please just let me adore you. And I was like, oh, why won't someone say that to me? I think I have one favorite line in that song, and that's strawberry lipstick state of mind. Something about that line, I don't know, like, such a cool line. So that's another favorite track for this month. Okay, some other new favorites, just a couple of vain new favorites, are my yellow nails. Just leave it outside, please. Thank you. One of my favorites this month are my yellow nails, is my yellow manicure. To be really honest, I'm really boring when it comes to nails. I have been going to the nail status for years now, literally. And Mabel and Christine, the bosses, like, they know how boring I am. Mabel especially is always goading me on to try new colors. I like white, I like pinks, and I like reds, and that's it. That's kind of it. When I'm feeling really exciting, I might do like geometric-ish nail art, but it's very rare, and even then it's within this color family of white, pinks, and reds. Mostly, sometimes a bit of black, that's it. But then that day I went for a manicure with Fanny because she needed to get her toenails done because her feet were in horrible condition. She's a PE teacher, so it's not really her fault. And she picked the color for me, and she picked this, like, it's a little bit chipped now, but she picked this pale yellow color that I was like, oh, yellow. I mean, I like yellow, but just never had it on my nails, and I really like it. It's like kind of fun. It's actually, you know, the reason why I stopped using like really adventurous nail colors is because a couple of days after the manicure, I'll look at my nails and be like, oh, what did I do? Like, I'll get so sick of them. And then who has time to get your nails done every few days, right? And so the next time I get them done will be like a couple of weeks that after, and I would have had to deal with looking at like nails that I wasn't sure about the color for like 2 weeks. But these yellow, they've stayed on me, and as in they've kind of grown on me, and I actually think I would do them again. They might just be my new favorite color. So thank you very much, Fanny, for picking that out, and to the Nail Status for, you know, having such cool shades. Another favorite vain one is my new hair. I finally am not blonde anymore. I don't know how I feel about that. I didn't know how I felt about that, but actually I'm kind of growing into it. So Fanny from Shunji Matsuo did like an ash on top, like it's ash, and then below it's kind of like a dark ash shade, so it's kind of like light on top and dark at the bottom, and I kind of like it because I feel like it makes my hair look thicker. If you know me, you know that I really don't like the fact that my hair is really straight and really fine. I would love to have like big, thick, luscious locks. Don't have them, but I have them when thanks to hair color and thanks to Fanny styling it. So yeah. Okay, this is a very random and very boring, unsexy favorite, but it has been a lifesaver. So a friend of mine helped me order a USB like connector thingy. I know, guys, if you are techie and you have had one of these for ages, you're probably rolling your eyes, but I never knew these existed. So I've been using my laptop, and there are only 2 USB ports. So one is used to connect my wireless mouse, so that's kind of like out. And the other one I use to connect my hard drive, where all my stuff, like literally my whole life, is on that hard drive. But then I have a few hard drives because, you know, I have video footage and all of that. And then it's really difficult because I would have to like take it out of one hard drive, put it on. I'm just very retarded, my fingers. I don't know. Anyway, so the advent of this, I don't know what you call this, extension cord, USB extension thingy, has been a lifesaver. It saved me so much time. I now can plug in 3 hard drives at once. I can transfer photos, and I can still do my work because most of my work is on one hard drive, and I can transfer videos into a second hard drive for editing and technology. Okay, so those are my favorites for the months of September and kind of a little bit of October as well. So let me know, drop me a line in the comment box below if you have any favorites that you discovered, any movies, books. I haven't been reading, that's what I haven't been doing. Movies, books, food places, wherever, just drop me a line below, let me know so I can check them out as well. Otherwise, I'll catch you again on Facebook or Instagram. See you, bye! Oh, join my bounce class.